Benigno Aquino III came from a long line of Filipino politicians. He was the son of a much-loved president as well as a national hero. His father, Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr., a well-known opponent of President Ferdinand Marcos, was assassinated at Manila Airport in 1983. His killing on the tarmac was described as brazen, outrageous, and shocking.
If I were Ninoy,
His widow, Corazon Aquino, who had stayed out of politics, took over his role. She became the face of a people power movement that led to the end of the 21-year rule by Marcos, regarded by many as a dictator. She eventually became the first female president of the Philippines in 1986. His mother's passing in 2009 followed a huge outpouring of grief for her, a symbol of democracy to many Filipinos. She was a catalyst for him to run for the highest post in government. He was sworn in as the 15th president in 2010.
My parents sought nothing less and died for nothing less than democracy, peace, and prosperity. I am blessed by this legacy. I shall carry the torch forward.
At the end of the day,
for a man who had lived for so many years in his parents' shadow, Aquino soon came into his own. He focused on fighting corruption, removing a sitting Supreme Court Chief Justice accused of corruption, and jailing his predecessor, former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, for government irregularities. He pushed through a law on reproductive rights, a feat many warned would be near impossible in a nation predominantly Roman Catholic. During his administration, the economy grew by an average of more than 6% a year. He challenged China's territorial claims in the South China Sea, filing a case to the International Criminal Court at The Hague and winning. The major ruling declared most of China's claim invalid. The victory was seen as unprecedented. But Aquino's presidency wasn't without controversy. The Philippines was battered by severe natural disasters in 2013, but he was mostly impatient with criticism, especially with his government's slow response in dealing with Typhoon Haiyan, one of the strongest storms on record. 2 years later, a botched operation to capture a fugitive Muslim fighter killed more than 60 people, including 44 police officers and 5 civilians, turning the armed encounter into Aquino's biggest political crisis. He leaves behind a mixed legacy, but said all he ever wanted was to be remembered as someone who was given the honor to serve the people, and he gave his best.